Hi there. Welcome to the documentary. What I'm wearing is the standardized gi right here, as I'll show you all around. It's quite a rough material, but it's very comfortable, durable, made to grapple a lot, you know? It's a standardized gear of jiu-jitsu. As you can see here, I'm one stripe. So, what I want to talk about today is focusing on the important aspects of how martial arts affected New York in general, but also how it affected my life and the others at my gym that I go to, and how they affected them and what they do in their lives. And basically, I just want to ask them questions on how, martial arts have changed their lives and what is their end goals with it. But first, I wouldn't mind delving a bit of deep history with you guys about martial arts in New York and its various connections,
Ever since we came to be, humans have been naturally skilled at being violent. We can throw punches, we can throw kicks, we can wrestle. Martial arts has been in our own DNA, as long as our fighting instincts. It's part of our primitive nature. But in a sense, I don't want to talk about the world history of martial arts, no. I actually want to focus on one area, and that is New York. New York's diverse population was known for its diversity, but it also introduced martial arts, which began quite an exponential growth throughout the decades that came before it. The first ever introduction of martial arts to New York history had to be in Brooklyn, where an exhibition of Kung Fu/Chinese martial arts was held in order to demonstrate the differences of Chinese martial arts to American martial arts. Then a year later, after 1890, a bare-knuckle kung fu contest was also held in NYC's Chinatown. I wonder how that must have went down. I wanted to see some Chinese bare-knuckle fighting. Then moving up to 1980, the first ever women's judo championships were held in NYC. Now that was cool. As a grappler myself, I've always found the history of grappling to be much more interesting, in my opinion. But I've always held a high opinion that other martial arts histories are also just as interesting as the next, even if some don't really see it that way, But in a sense, I do want to talk about my experiences with martial arts in New York history, alongside bringing up my gym in general. Let's go over there. Around Northern Boulevard of my area in Flushing, we have Lotus Club, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. It is the gym that I go to at the moment. Let's take a look inside. I'm going to break down the simplicities of a Jiu-Jitsu MMA gym. Well, technically an MMA gym, but we both teach a lot of things here. From the whole gym, it's very much decorated with everything you could think of. Martial arts trophies from all the past contestants, and, training dummies, decorations on the wall, inspirational motives. But the thing I like about it is the fact that there's a lot of people, especially this gym, coming here. And the fact is, I always like a big group of people to practice my martial arts with. And it's quite a good gym because it's helped me lose a lot of my weight when I might have been pushing up a lot. But this gym has had some history. Originally, it wasn't even here in this area. It's a new place that they opened.
You know what it is?
Last gym was held somewhere else. It was like a bit further up ahead, actually. And I came across this gym because I found it very much interesting because I wanted to, retake martial arts again because it's been quite a hobby that I love doing. From what we can tell you, we start gym at 6:40, but before that, everyone comes here early, as you can see. Everyone gathers around, chills, do their stretches. It's always important to stretch, and sometimes we fool around for fun, Just, monkeying around, just having some good old fun. No harm done, It's all about the camaraderie that we all hold amongst each other here in Lotus Club. The thing is that it's like a huge community, That's what martial arts is supposed to be about. People all around you to support each other during their training, to help each other grow. That's what the purpose of this whole gym is, And that's what I love about it. In a sense, we have to meet our teacher, Andy.
What is your name?
Okay, my name is Andy. I'm a head instructor in the Lotus Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Flushing place.
Alright. So, tell me, Coach, when did you begin training in martial arts? Like, what was your first one?
My first martial art was Taekwondo. and since when I was 4 years old, but I didn't even know what it was. And probably like elementary school I joined 8 years old, and my father just put me into the taekwondo class and taekwondo school. I thought every school has a taekwondo. I thought it was a mandatory. That's how I learned the taekwondo. Yeah.
And when did you get your master's in taekwondo?
Taekwondo, the master degree is when I came to the United States around 18, 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I got the fourth degree black belt.
Fourth degree.
Yeah, fourth degree.
And what about for jiu-jitsu and kickboxing?
I try to learn something else, like kickboxing, or I didn't even know what the grappling is. I never had like the wrestling background. But when I joined the school in the United Park, kickboxing school, and they taught the mixed martial arts, so I learned the submission grappling without knowing. So I learned the catch wrestling and then learned the jiu-jitsu. There was around 2001.
2001.
Yeah.
That's when it was getting kind of popular.
Yeah, 1990. No, about like a UFC.
The
UFC coming out, like
yeah.
The UFC
The Gracie brothers
yeah,
coming out?
yes, exactly, yes.
Yeah. So, why do you like training in martial arts? Is there anything you like to point out, like any reason? Why do you like doing this?
It's all about the discipline, and the martial art, especially like a jiu-jitsu, it guided me like a right path, and give me the positive energy with the positive peoples and the really good energy too. So that's why I learned the martial art. I keep the martial art in my life. Yeah, I apply all the martial art stuff like in my life.
Yeah. So, what is like your general end goal for martial arts?
Like that, make people happy. Make people happy, especially like when we have belt promotions around 30 to 40, 50 people around here. They earning like stripes, or some of them they change the belt, and then after that, when we finish the promotion ceremony, everybody happy. They're talking, smiling, laughing. When I look at them with my professor's card, wow, that was amazing. So I feel like, at least I made them happy. So my job and my goal, my next future goal too, same thing. Make people happy, make you happy.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I have one personal question, and that is it. What is the most important thing that you learned throughout your whole martial arts journey as a whole?
What is it?
The most important thing that you think is very important to yourself?
Discipline. Discipline. No matter what, it's discipline. And the discipline ensure you everything, like a respect, and also patience, and also like courtesy, and love, everything. So every like the meaning inside the discipline. So someone who has a really good discipline, if they have something bad happen, bad situation, they're not going to think something else. They're not going to think maybe twice. They're not going to think twice. Oh yeah, I shouldn't do this. That's a discipline. Discipline. Never give up. Discipline. Us.
Yes!
Andy's our head honcho of the gym, the boss, he's the black belt of the whole gym. He has 2 stripes, I think. That's like 2nd degree, I think. Oh yeah, I was right. So yeah, we all listen to him, and as we see here, we're about to see him, instruct us today. And you see, in jiu-jitsu, after a lengthy exercise in the beginning, we start drilling into techniques and exercises that we learn as part of our fighting style in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So the thing is, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is the Japanese offset of, it's like an offset of the original Japanese jiu-jitsu. Now, imposed by Brazilians in jiu-jitsu. I think it was the Gracie family. Sorry, I'm not really here to get factual. I'm here to talk about the learning experiences that we learned here in Lotus Club. Andy here is very great at his instructions, along with the people that assist him. And Andy is very precise with his instructions from here, what we can see. And what I like about him is the fact that he teaches us really well. Everyone here is very attentive to his teachings, as I have. And in a sense, we all have to learn. But you see, this is what we do every day in jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And we all listen, we learn, we often practice on each other with the exercises that we learn, It's a step-by-step process, but it helps us improve, Certainly helped me a lot with my jiu-jitsu. It's a part of our class rules. We have to listen, we repeat what the instructor has to do, And after he shows us an example, we always clap together, synchronizing ourselves to make sure that we're all paid attention, and we just get back to doing what the instructor showed us. It's been that way, always has been and always will have been. Lotus Club is quite a gym, in my opinion. I really like coming here every day, learning and talking to these people, all my friends there. Shout out to Andy, by the way. Not this Andy. There's another Andy that we'll get to see soon in the interview. Um, in a sense, we always have to practice these techniques. It's drilled to us, in a sense, and we practice it on each other every day. We take turns. Sometimes we switch, depending on like the day. We switch partners half the time. But honestly, though, it doesn't matter. I like to practice doing this with other people, helping them or them helping me in a sense. And we have fun while we're doing it, Like, that sounds kind of wrong, but, jiu-jitsu is just a huge part of these people's lives. We learn, we grow, we exercise, our bodies, our minds. We all improve in a sense, And that's what really matters the most for us, We just either we get to compete in fighting or, we just get to show our growth to the world. It's always been a part of us in a sense. And growing and changing has been quite fundamental in my life, And honestly, though, my martial arts journey is rather erratically inconsistent sometimes, but going to this gym, though, for a bit more long, I haven't really been coming to this gym, like, as long as my last gym, but in a sense, I'm really growing attached to these people, in a sense. I really like the teacher, Andy, and everyone else. They support me, and they're going to love this when they see this documentary. And in a sense, jiu-jitsu is, like, quite a great style to learn, And everyone can even learn it, Even older people can, too. There was an old guy named Joe, though. I haven't seen him in a while. But that's what I really like about this gym. It's the family that we... In Lotus Club, we don't really need to roll at the end of each gym session. Sometimes we play little games, keep us going, keep our blood pumping. And that is Shark Tank. Shark Tank is quite the grueling little game that I love to play. 4 high-level belts challenging one by one other belts, Not really like blue belts all the time here. They don't have to be the ones challenged. Sometimes it's white belts. Even I get my hands dirty here in these games. So everyone challenges here one by one. We all be rolling down on each other. Oh God, why did I say that? Okay. But the thing is that we have to like take them down by like 2 ways, depending on like how the teacher is feeling. Either we take them down by submissions, we pass them, or takedowns. But right now here is more of a submissional thing. So, and Andy here makes sure to know that nothing goes wrong and nobody gets hurt. That's all that really matters at the end of the day. It's always going to be a fun time when you're going to be in Shark Tank.
What's your name? Hi, I'm KB.
What's your name?
What's your name?
My name is Christian.
What's your name?
Michael.
In order to learn more about jiu-jitsu and what people do here, I chose these 4 to interview them for a one-on-one conversation about their goals and what they like about doing jiu-jitsu in general.
When did you begin training in martial arts in general?
I started about 3 years ago, 2021. At the tail end of 2021.
Okay. Why do you like training in martial arts in general?
I started actually to get in shape and lose weight after COVID, but I just fell in love with the sport and what it's done for me physically and mentally. And, I like being in good shape and it fortifies my mind as well.
So I did a little bit as a kid when I was like 7 or 8. I started, and then I quit. Like I wiped up maybe 2 strikes in, and like 2 years ago I came back and I started continuing again, getting back at. So like 2 years really consistently.
Why do you like training in martial arts, and what is that you like about it the most?
I just like the sparring moves. I like to like train. I like to like get into like the fighting aspect of it. And the reason I started is because I always used to like watch WWE originally and transferred into like MMA. And since I see them doing it, I wanted to like try it myself.
I started training about 2.5 years ago. Right after college, I decided to pick it up. I just it's been something good to like exercise, discipline, also just like the sport in general. So, yeah.
Man, why do you like training in jiu-jitsu and kickboxing?
Well, for work, I kind of sit down in the office a lot, so I really needed to get my body moving, and this is a good way of doing that. Also, just like socializing with people, getting to know them, and understanding how to do their art. The end of the day, it's just
I wrestled for a little bit in high school, and then I took a break and back into it until jiu-jitsu about March. 6 months.
Alright. Why do you like training in like jiu-jitsu specifically?
I've always liked martial arts. I think it's fun to roll around, fight people. It's also a good way to exercise. I'm drenched in sweat. Better than running.
Training in martial arts.
I started about 2 years ago with the first Andy. We actually share the same name, so I had to join.
Alright. Why do you like training in martial arts in general?
Honestly, it feels a lot of confidence. I like beating good. So when you beat people up like that, you get confidence.
Okay.
It's kind of like the first day of school. It's a little intimidating, but also kind of exciting at the same time.
Right. Great. What's like your end goal in martial arts?
I'm just playing it by ear, one day at a time. And I don't know where it will take me or how long I'll be doing it, but I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. And just to be better every day.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I don't really have like an end goal. I do this for fun for the most part. I don't really see I'm not trying to be a tournament or trying to be like a black belt by the end of this. It would be nice to reach those high levels. But, yeah, it's pretty much just see where it goes until eventually I stop. But I don't see that anytime soon.
All right, the first day when you came here.
Overwhelming. Off the record. They kind of just throw you in. They don't teach you the basics. They kind of start in the middle. So you're just at it, going hardcore, which is fun, but a little overwhelming.
I see. What's your end goal in martial arts?
Honestly, maybe get a little bit better, be intermediate, be able to roll with the boys and girls, have some fun, lose some weight, and just have fun.
Good, thank you. Especially mostly in Lotus because
Lotus?
yeah.
My first day at Lotus, I felt welcome, and it was good. I got whooped on the first day. I ran out of energy fast. That's what happens when you get better over time.
Of course. So, what is your end goal for martial arts in jiu-jitsu or any other sport?
I just want to get a black belt.
A black belt. Everyone wants to. Yeah, I agree. Why is that though? Do you want to just?
There's no good reason. I just want to have it as a goal.
I agree. Well, I gotta ask you next shit. Thank you for coming. On your first date when you got here.
Whew, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie. I almost quit my first date, but I knew I had to stay strong. I knew it was a new thing, how to Coach Andy over here. With Lotus Club Jiu-Jitsu, told me not to give up. Always try for the best you can, and honestly, it was our word that you need to put in. So that's what I did.
Great. So, what's your end goal in martial arts?
As an up and coming pro athlete, I think my goal really is to make it to the UFC. I'm still young in my youngin' days, so I got a couple more years to go. I train with homie Anthony here too, so good training partner, and yeah.
All right, thank you, Andy.
I only asked these specific guys, well, not really, they're the ones that were around at the time. I only asked them because we never really get to ask the perspective of those who practice martial arts very much well. From my knowledge, at least. I only wanted to ask them because it's more human to just ask these martial artists to be perceived a bit differently about their goals in life. And honestly, that's what I've always wanted to talk about in this project. Just their goals and, what they really like to do, At the end of each gym session, we all line up, by the way, Right here, you can see me. I'm lining up in my correct position. You see, we line up by the ranks of our belts. We have stripes on our belts, and we have to stand in proper formation so that we can all, say our goodbyes properly to the sensei as he gives his ending speech. In a sense, this whole documentary or this whole final project is a not only for my class, film and New York history, it's also a huge thank you to everyone at the gym for teaching me a lot of decent values, community, friendships, hard work, discipline, ethics, and honestly, it improved my health a lot. And I'm glad I got to meet these guys and everyone else. All you guys have really helped me out, including you, Andy. It's a huge shout out to everyone. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Sorry, I just really like you guys. Thank you for everything. In the end, we all gather around, ranking order. We bow, we bump fists, and we say our goodbyes, as long with one final resounding cry in jiu-jitsu tradition. And that is...